why the twin flame connection journey is so challenging, so difficult, so painful, and so long for some dynamics. So that you remember or not, if you are on a twin flame journey in this lifetime, it's because on a soul level, you chose to experience the best relationship that you can have in this incarnation, right? And you wanted that with someone that is committed to their own healing, which is your twin flame. So you have the love, the spark, the chemistry, the mutual attraction, but unfortunately, that's not enough, because you had that in every other timeline in past lives with your counterpart, but you couldn't make it work. Both of you have failed. And so in this lifetime, you are given another opportunity to make it work slightly differently. Why? Because being in the type of relationship that you want, which is the best that you can have, that is lasting a lifetime, you have to be able to overcome everything that is gonna happen in your life. So because you don't know what can arise on your journey. You don't know if someone's gonna get sick. You don't know if one of you is gonna lose their job. You don't know who might pass away. You don't know if you're gonna have issues with your family, with a friend. You're gonna have work situation, financial difficulties. There are so many factors that you are not in control of, and you cannot foresee from when you are starting your relationship, right? So you have to look at your twin flame healing journey with the perspective that every trigger, every difficulty, every challenge, every painful situation that presented to you with your counterpart or with other people, or any situation in your life at this moment on your journey, is an opportunity for you to exercise, to practice this willingness to commit to your relationship, to choose to work on your relationship, to make it work over and over again. Because you might say, well, if I am in a relationship with my counterpart, then of course, if one of us gets sick, I'll be there, and I know I can make it work, and I'll be supportive. Maybe you can do it for a month, for 2 months, for 6 months. What about if it lasts 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, a lifetime? What do you do then? So it hasn't happened yet, but the triggers and the challenges that you are going through on your healing journey is actually reliving that situation that already happened in another timeline, in another past life with your counterpart, and you both failed. So now you are reliving, re-experiencing as if it happened through the karmic charge of the triggers and the situation and the interactions, where you relive that situation through the wounds and the limitations that you went through, to see if you are able actually to work through it, to choose, both of you, to work, to commit to your relationship, to sustain it, to maintain it, to make that choice again and again and again, to work through this together, right? So you have to look at all the triggers, all the difficulties and the situation that presented to you on the twin flame journey, as if you were already in physical relationship with your counterpart, and everything that could have happened that are going to be difficult, that could be difficult on you in your relationship, in your life, it's already happening. You are living it already from your past, right? So you are using your past to be able to create a different future, right? But you have to overcome that in your present. What the choices that you make in your present is going to determine your future, right? So you have to understand and to look at your twin flame journey as your testing ground, to see if you are actually going to make that choice, to commit, to make it work, to commit to your relationship over and over again, and always from the right intention, from a balanced internal state, meaning that you can always choose to stay in the relationship for all the wrong reasons. But in this case, what you are required and asked to do is to always make the choice to invest, to commit to your relationship from a place of freedom, from a place of love, from a place of understanding, of support, from a place of joy, from a place of excitement, because it's what you want for all the right reasons, right? And so every situation that you overcome where you are choosing loyalty over temptation, when you are choosing resilience when it's hard, when it gets tough, when you are choosing to commit over and over again when sometimes it gets boring, when you have no feedback, when you don't know where your masculine is, where you don't know how long is this journey is going to take, because it's like when somebody loses their job, when somebody gets sick, you don't know, right? But you have to be able to see what resources you have within you, how you're able to navigate these challenges from the right balanced emotional state, right? So this is what you Twin Flame Healing Journey is about. It is about you making that commitment, that choice to want to have the best relationship that you can have. But you have to know what you're capable of. You have to know if it's really what you want. And that's what the Twin Flame Healing Journey is. And it's okay if you say, actually, no, I don't want. I want the second best or the third best. It's fine, But you have to understand why the Twin Flame Journey is the way it is, what is designed the way it is, why it's so testing and so challenging. Because life can be challenging, and you want to give yourself all the tools and the best chances to be able to navigate it and be able to stay united and together if it's really what you want.